Hey everyone, Chris here and welcome to another AV product brief. I've been working with the BenQ DuoBoard for the last few days. It's an impressive piece of kit, but why would I choose DuoBoard over the bewildering array of interactive flat panel alternatives? For a Microsoft house, the Surface Hub is clearly very tempting, especially to the IT department, but it's XE and doesn't necessarily compete on features. Meanwhile, there's a swag of interactive flat panels pitched at education, but they're not normally designed for VC. They can have quirky interfaces and are loaded with gee-whiz learning games. Other IFPs don't pretend to offer much more than a touch display and enough ins and outs to integrate into a space that's already geared for VC. BenQ's DuoBoard is designed to provide the whole box and dice. There are two models, the 65 and the 86-inch version. They're bristling with cameras, sensors, slots and I/O. You can hang DuoBoard in a small meeting space, plug it into a network, and you've literally all you need to share, present, and host VC calls. For some, this is a real advantage. Like many of today's interactive flat panels, or IFPs, the DuoBoard runs on a modified Android operating system. It's modified because Google hasn't coded Android with a 65-inch plus touchscreen in mind. But many manufacturers favour Android because it's easier to design a suitable user interface than it might be with a PC operating system. But because it's modified, this version of Android, you don't have access to all the delights of the Google Play Store. DuoBoard has a number of useful apps preloaded, but to install Zoom or WebEx, you may need to sideload it by packaging up the app and loading it in via USB stick. This is a pain, but once it's done, it mostly looks after itself. Of course, you don't have to run your VC natively. You can use your laptop or device to do it. Plumb it in via an HDMI or a USB port, or via BenQ's app to cast your session to DuoBoard. Speaking of which, the InstaShare app works well when you need to share content from any device. There's two-way touchback support as well. If whiteboarding is important to you, then DuoBoard won't disappoint. The Easy Write software is top shelf, and the all-important writing experience of the pens or your finger is excellent. The display surface is germ-resistant, which is a nice feature in a pandemic. So why is it called DuoBoard? There are three reasons. For starters, you can run DuoBoard using two different operating systems, or DuoOS. What this practically means is that you can fly in content from another source into a session, such as VC or whiteboarding. It might be from another HDMI source or another computer, such as a PC you might have in the DuoBoard's OPS slot. Two, the second Duo credential is the ability to run two apps simultaneously, or Duo windows. For example, you can open a spreadsheet while conducting a VC call. And lastly, third, the final reason for BenQ christening the product DuoBoard is the ease in which you can link two 65-inch panels, doubling your collaboration space. DuoBoard is a formidable piece of kit. The level of refinement, ease of use, and performance are all excellent. If you're a Microsoft enterprise running Teams calls all day, or if you're after a touchscreen to computer or a Zoom room appliance, then DuoBoard has you covered via the OPS slot. Just run it as a Windows system. But DuoBoard can be and is so much more than that. In fact, for every other commercial boardroom / meeting room / huddle space application, the DuoBoard makes a strong case, both in terms of pricing and features.